Have you ever wondered if there might be life other than us in the universe? Me too. And as I delved into questioning whether or not there's other life in the universe, I discovered something so pervasive it affects everything from water to what we're made out of. And that is bonding. But what the heck is bonding? And what does it do? Well, to figure that out, let's look at fluorine. Fluorine is the chemistry equivalent of getting everything you wanted for Christmas. Fluorine has 8 valence electrons. It's got a crown because it is exactly what you're supposed to be. Fluorine is part of a group of elements called noble gases. They're all stable. They have a full outer layer of electrons. They don't need to buy anything else. They are perfectly happy. But what if you didn't get everything you wanted for Christmas? Well, hydrogen is part of a group of 2 elements that only needs 2 outer electrons to be perfectly happy. Hydrogen has 1 out of the 2 it needs, and oxygen is like fluorine, only needs 8, and has 6 out of the 8 it needs. So hydrogen is playing with its Barbie doll it got for Christmas and is so super happy with the Barbie doll, but then looks over at oxygen and sees oxygen playing with the Tonka truck, and it really, really wants to play with that Tonka truck. And same deal with oxygen. It's looking at hydrogen's Barbie doll and really wants to play with his Barbie doll. So hydrogen gets together with oxygen and says, hey, why don't we share our toys? Because we both want to play with what we have. And so hydrogen and oxygen decide to share electrons, and oxygen makes the same deal with another hydrogen. And so these guys share electrons, and now everybody is happy because hydrogen now has the 2 electrons it needs in this bond right here. And hydrogen with this other, so now oxygen has 8 electrons. Both hydrogens have 2, and that's how we form H2O, or water. And now this is just as stable as fluorine because everybody is happy. Everybody has a full outer layer of electrons. And this kind of bond, where 2 nonmetals share electrons, is called a covalent bond. And we see it in everything from O2, from what we breathe, to H2O, as we've seen with water, or exhaust gas in NO, or smoke, the gas of smoke in CO2. And this is the exact same thing when we look at how life on Earth was formed. So these gases over here are what the original composition of the atmosphere was like. Methane, carbon dioxide, diatomic nitrogen, and hydrogen. It just means that nitrogen was bonded with itself. Same with hydrogen. And then, through the heat and pressure of lightning, they formed together to form NO and HCN and water. And that all rained out into the ocean to give it access to hydrothermal vents, which so desperately needed those particular chemicals in order to survive. That's where bacteria is formed. And that is all due to covalent bonds. Everything from water to life was formed from covalent bonds.